Hey guys, welcome to another WoW video. There will be many today. And yeah, they aren't going every half hour like I mentioned in the first one. The editing and the getting it on YouTube's taking a little longer, so they're more on the hourly basis. But I'm getting it. I'm getting it all put together, guys. Don't you worry. They will all be on the channel today. And yeah, this is the Outlands one. I am back on my main character because this is the character that needs this particular achievement. With the rest, it really doesn't matter what character I use, but this one is a particular one. So this is the Outlands quest chain that you will do for the achievement that requires you to have three of the pets. There are actually 4 pets that you can obtain. I'm just going to choose a random horde to do the one that doesn't matter, which that pet's name is Legs. And this character is going to go after one in particular. Can't remember which one at the moment, but we will know at the end of the video. And yeah, so keep that in mind. If you are going after the achievement, it can only, well, for starters, it has to be Outlands. It's the Outlands quest chain that you do for it. And that achievement requires that you do the quest 3 times on the same character. If you go and do it again, it won't count. For example, I have, after I pick up this pet and then take the horde in to get the legs, which doesn't matter anyway. Once I pick up this pet, I technically have all 3 pets, but I did the quest on another character for Egbert, I believe it was. So yeah, that is why I don't have it complete, because you have to have it on the same character, which is why it takes 3 years. So just keep that in mind, that if you are going after that achievement, check your progress on the character that has most of it and do this quest chain on that character and make sure that character doesn't do any other quests involving Children's Week, because you can only pick one quest no matter where the area is. So I chose to just manually fly out to a lot of these areas. As you saw, we flew from Shat City for this first one. Then we're going to fly into the next area since it's right around the corner. And since now, unless I'm not seeing it, but since the BFA changes with the portals occurred, there doesn't seem to be a dark portal anymore. And your only Outlands portal really is Shat City. I found it easier just to stay in Outlands. So after you fly out to this next one, just then get yourself to the nearest flight path and just fly to the dark portal, because in the end it would take you longer to port out and get back to Shat City, and then you'd still have to fly out to the dark portal. So that's the route I chose to do anyway. If the dark portal was still there, then obviously that would be the choice, because that takes you right there. But as far as I'm seeing, the only Outlands portal in the game now is the city one. So at this point, it's safe to hearth out now, and we're gonna take the Exodar portal, and then there's a couple of quests in there. It's really too bad about places like this and Silver Moon, because it's like a odd quest sends you back there. There is absolutely no reason to ever go to those two cities unless you're doing a quest chain like this. It's really unfortunate. And especially with Silver Moon. I know I main Alliance, and it's weird for me to mention Silver Moon, but Silver Moon is a really pretty city. You know, it is beautiful. And it's really unfortunate that you don't get many opportunities to go there. And really, when it comes to like going to the auction house and stuff, you're going to choose Org or Undercity. And for this part here, don't port out like you see me almost doing at the moment. Because there is a quest there. I guess I didn't realize it when I handed in, but, you know, sometimes you hand in a quest and there's one there, but it knocks you out of the hand in, if you know what I mean. Yeah, don't forget to take that quest, because there's still one more thing to do out in this area, and then you'll be safe to leave.
I am listening. The elements will never forsake us.
Okay, so now we are heading to Caverns of Time. As many of you guys are probably well aware, our Caverns of Time portal is gone. However, it is supposed to be returning in the next patch. So yeah, for this year's event anyway, until that portal returns, there is a few ways you can still get there. One involves flying, so the first way would be go to Stormwind, take the portal that is Uldum, and then you can just fly out. The second way is if you are revered with Keepers of Time, then you can just go back to Shat City, and in the lower city, there is an NPC, his name's Zephyr. He will port you there. Or the third way is there's an engineering toy that can port you there. I need to get that engineering toy. Actually, I might even have it. I didn't even bother looking to see if I have that toy. But it's called an Ultra Safe Transporter, Gadgetson. So it will port you to Gadgetson and then you fly out. Now, as you can see, I stopped here because according to my mini-map, it shows it to be here. It is actually in Caverns of Time. So if you're like me and you're like, whoa, what's my, quest marker showing up on this desert? Yeah, it's just showing up because underneath is, when you're going through the Caverns of Time, it's kind of like, it's that marker underneath. So yeah. So you can keep going to Caverns of Time. Now, for this part, you don't actually need to have your orphan out to buy that item. I like to have the orphan out. I'm sure along the way of these videos, if you are watching all of them, you'll see that I have a thing with even handing in the pet quests. Like, my orphan has to be out when I do it. So yeah, it's just a me thing. But as far as this part goes, you can just buy the item and then go to the dragon, and then that's when you do need your orphan out. But it's basically the completion parts that you need the orphan out for. Okay, so that is it. We're handing in now. I'll show you my achievement progress while I'm doing it, just in case someone's wondering what achievement I'm referring to, although it is pretty easy to find. But just in case, I'll put it up on screen here.
Hello, man. Later.
Okay, so he was the remaining one that I hadn't gotten yet. I now have all of them, but not all of them for the achievement. Next year, I will have to do this on this same character again and just obtain a second pet of the one I'm missing. So that's it for today's video. We will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.